Hello and welcome to Quarantales. Today we're taking a trip to Nepal where we're meeting Rana, a student at Columbia SIPA and perhaps a rising football star now. How are you doing, Samir?
Initially, especially when I came back home, there wasn't that much worry about the virus. I thought that people would be more concerned, especially considering that we share a border with China. We have a lot of cross-border migration and tourism.
Yeah.
So I expected to come back to a place that would be a little bit more on edge about the virus. But there are some classic misconceptions and misperceptions about how we would be spared of the virus because of Pashupatinath, which is actually the temple that's behind you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we'd be spared because of some of these religious aspects, or the fact that we somehow already have immunity to viruses like this. But once cases started coming up, it became more of a situation where a lot of the misinformation was targeting certain marginalized communities and groups that already were being targeted and oppressed before the lockdown happened. So to give a specific example, in the southern areas of Nepal, which are bordering India, that's where the majority of our cases come from currently. So there has been a lot of blaming going on against Indian Muslims or women or other marginalized groups, claiming that they're spreading this virus as part of some bigger geopolitical scheme. So that's one trend that I've noticed in Nepal, and I think there are similarities with other South Asian regions. But in terms of personally speaking, I think what I've enjoyed about quarantine and about lockdown so far has really been the opportunity to spend quality time with my family, especially my mom and my brother. So even before this, when I was working in Nepal, we did spend time together, but I had a full-time job. I was preparing for grad school, doing the applications and everything, so we never really spent too much time together, and so this has really given us that opportunity to do so. But what's been nice is that we've come up with our own creative ways to spend time together. So a few things that I wanted to share was, one, we have these kind of music sessions almost every night, and we have different categories for those sessions. So it goes English, Hindi, international, Nepali, and then instrumental. So what we do is, based on the category, we pick our own songs for our own reason. And then we sit down together and explain kind of, some context about the song and about why we chose it. And then we just
beautiful.
Listen to it together. And that's been a really fun way to spend time together, but also learn about music that they otherwise would not have been exposed to. And one interesting thing is that we added a new category to that last week, which isn't music related, but which is equally interesting, which is to talk about a person, place, or thing. And it can be anything, it's super broad, but something that maybe the other two people won't already know about, or might be interested in, or might be helpful for us as a collective family. So that's kind of been one thing.
That's so interesting.